Hey, my YouTube fam, welcome back. My name is Lauren Plant, mindset and life coach, and I work with real estate professionals and entrepreneurs on releasing their limiting beliefs so they can create the life it is they want to live towards success and fulfillment. I am not just about achieving success, attaining money and wealth, but also fulfillment, because that is what life is all about. Okay. And today we are talking about the comfort zone and resistance. And what I want to drill into you today is that not all resistance is bad. And when you feel resistance, it could be direction towards your goals. It could be direction towards your dreams, your desires. And the thing is, it may just be that you're not used to it. This is when your mind is expanding to new beliefs, to new possibilities. And within that is restriction. And we're going to talk about the difference between healthy resistance and not healthy resistance, because there are times when you're not in a good collaboration, or you're not in an aligned business for you, or you're not in an aligned relationship for you, and there's resistance. But there are times where you're met with resistance due to fear of expansion, fear of growth, or just the newness and the uncomfortability of the unknown. I'm going to tell you a story about the proof in my life of where I had resistance that has changed my life dramatically if I did not move forward with that resistance. I'm going to bring you back to when I was 25 years old and I was just starting to make it in real estate, just started seeing money, just started to build up my savings account to tens of thousands of dollars, which was it was amazing. And when I was building to that point, I didn't want to spend any of my money. I wanted to put it all in my savings account, hold it down, hold it tight. And once I had built my bank account to that much, I was like, this is amazing. I want to stay here forever. But there was this calling inside of me. I was obsessing over Bigger Pockets podcast. There was something about investing in properties that I just couldn't deny in my body. I'm like, I want to buy a property. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I want to do it so badly. I'm only 25. And this was when, back in 2020, when, 2020, when people were buying properties and some people were underwater with them. Some people were not making money from them. They were losing money from them. And it was not a place where like the economy was up and great and owning property was like a sure thing. It was not like that back then. And so I had this money and I wanted to hold it and keep it, but there's something that I was like, I feel like I need to buy a property. So I was like taking the action towards looking for properties or at least listening to podcasts. I actually wasn't looking for properties yet. I was listening to the podcast just to kind of gain knowledge, but I really wasn't thinking like that's for me. Like I grew up with a single mom. I didn't grow up with money. And I'm thinking like, I should gain knowledge on it. But like, I still didn't believe like it was for me. Like investing and buying and owning a home was for me. So this opportunity came up where there was this rental property my mom was renting and they wanted to sell it. And they were like, we could just sell it to you. And my mom's like, do you want to buy it? I was like, whew. I never felt a no so hard. The answer was no. No, I don't want to buy it. What, me? I'm not buying a property. That's crazy. And then I started to think about it, started to process it. Something in me was like, do it. And all of me was like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to buy a property. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do all that comes with it. I don't want to face the fears. I don't want to face the potential of failure, potential of losing all this money that I just worked so hard. I tell you, I was grinding like nobody's business. And I was like, I worked so hard for this money and to put it into a potential failure? No, I don't want to do that. I was living in a rather lack mindset then. I didn't have this mindset of like, I can always make more money. I'm in that mindset now. It's just like, take my money, like it doesn't matter, I'm going to make more. I'm smart with my money, yes, but I'm always going to make more money. Invest in this opportunity of self-development for myself, it's like a no-brainer now because I know I'm always going to make more money. It's a sure thing. I'm positive. As I grow in my experience and I grow in myself, like that is just how it is. But then I didn't feel like that. And so it was a hard no for me. But every night when I go to bed and I process, something's like, do it. Just keep seeing the process through. I'm like, at the very least, I'll learn from it. came down to it and I bought the property. I was like, I just did it. I pushed through the fear, I pushed through the resistance. But I tell you, there was nothing I didn't want to do so badly. And if I didn't buy that first property, I wouldn't have learned to play with big amounts of money. Put like $45,000 down on that property. I've spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars on it now. But I will tell you, collectively, I bought another property down the line. And I will tell you that I wouldn't have $1 million real estate portfolio if I didn't buy that property, because what happened with the economy? It blew up. Within a couple of years, my properties were double the price. They're paid up. Like, yes, I have a loan on them, but like if I were to sell them today, it's just like I would make a lot of money. And if I didn't listen to that voice, if I didn't push through the resistance, and if I didn't push through the fear, I would not be where I'm at right now. With the financial security I have, the retirement fund I have for the future, the generational wealth I have for myself and for my family, a home for my mom as we're redoing the basement and she gets to live there while she's retired for free. Y'all, if I didn't push through that fear and that resistance, then what? I would still be living in my hometown. I would not be even close to experiencing the amount of experiences I've had thus far in my life. Moving to different states. Do you think I wanted to start new friendships and start a whole new career when I moved here to Florida? That was a hard no. I'll tell you, that was the hardest thing, was to pack up my car. I felt the resistance in my body. I did not want to go. I live here in Florida now after I quit real estate, ended up traveling for 6 months, and I was like, I don't know where I want to live. I truly didn't. Something in me was like, yeah, Florida. But here's the thing. I knew what life looked like already in Rhode Island. That's where I grew up. And I lived in New York City, right? That's where I did real estate and I explored all that newness. But it was only 3 hours away from home. I could always go home. Now it's a plane ride. But I want to tell you this. When you're tossing up between moving forward and trying something new or staying where you're at, you already know where you're at is familiar. You already know this space. It's your comfort zone. If you're looking to expand from here, say you're in your comfort zone, you're living in your hometown, or you're living close in your safety zone, but you want to expand to here. You want to make the millions. You want success. You want your own business. You want more freedom. You want more time freedom. You want to meet more people. You want more friendships. It takes energy. You'll be expending a lot of energy. Are you willing to put that work in for that? You always know what your comfort zone looks like, and you can always go back there. If you want to, if it doesn't work out, or you decide you don't like it in the new place where it's hard, you're expanding, it takes energy, it takes work, you're tired, you're anxious, you can always go back. But let me tell you, when I do expand, I just recently expanded in my business, doubled my income, it was amazing. But you think that doubling your income is easy? It's not. I was anxious. I was losing sleep. And this is when people start to retreat. They start to retreat when they feel that anxiety flood in. It gets hard. It gets scary. They're like thinking that their body's supposed to be comfortable at all times. No. Because as you move from here to here, do you think that this stretching feeling, this stretching of your inner being, of your energy system, of your capacity is going to be easy? It's not. Do not run from the resistance. This is what they mean when they say growth is found in the discomfort. Your body gets physically uncomfortable. You don't sleep as well. You're dreaming like crazy, like your dreams are wild, and it's because you're changing your inner state of being. And that's the reason why people don't end up investing in themselves, doing more self-development, taking the risks, making the changes, is because your life's gonna change. The more money you make, the more your life changes. The more success, the more your life changes. The more people you serve, the more newness. The different people you're going to attract, the different things you're going to attract into your life. To the human mind, that's scary. Your mind tries to keep you in your comfort zone because it knows it's safe there. Your mind's job is to keep you safe. But are you going to master your mind, or are you going to let your mind be your master? You decide. But you're always going to live from a powerless place. So just recognize that, yeah, when I started this business as a coach, starting from $0, mind you, I was making a lot of money in real estate. And then I started from ground zero. Something in me said something. I'm living the best life I didn't even know this level of happiness and joy and success and wealth was possible. I didn't know the holistic experience was possible. I did not know if I didn't try. And we live our lives as if we're gonna die tomorrow, because I think sometimes people have said that a lot. And I think there is this you should push this sense of urgency on yourself and appreciate every single day and every hour. Yes. But also, you shouldn't stay in your comfort zone because you think you're gonna die tomorrow, or because everything's gonna go to shit if you take this one leap. Okay? And I want you to assess your mind. I want you to assess where you're at, because you will be met with discomfort, mental discomfort, physical discomfort, and you're going to want to retreat back to home base. You're going to want to retreat to your comfort zone. And I am going to urge you not to do that. Okay? In the mastermind, 2 weeks ago, is this girl in the mastermind. She was in real estate. I have a real estate mastermind. I have an entrepreneur mastermind. And when I tell you, it's pretty insane, actually. I got the text yesterday. I'm going to tell you the story. She has never closed a sale yet. She's only used to closing rentals. And she is a woman who knows a lot of people who have a lot of money. And she has a great network. And I always told her, you've got it. There's a mental block there. So she finally joined the mastermind so we can navigate it. We walked her mind through the process. I said, walk me through the process, start to finish, of closing a deal with a high-end buyer or high-end seller. That's what it was. She walked me through step by step. And she walked me right through the point, and I could see the shift in her body and in her energy when I said, okay, zoom in. You're sitting across the table from the seller. He has this $1 million property, and you tell him, I want to represent your property. Let's put it on paper. Let's sign it. All this resistance came up in her body. Now, in anxiety, fear, all of this that was telling her to retreat. And if she listened to that voice, fast forward, a week later, I got the text yesterday. I got the listing. $4.5 million property. $4.85 million property. Her first sale, her first listing. And of course, all these other fears came up, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to do this? But we're going to work on that. We're going to do the mindset work. We're going to make sure that she's prepared mentally and emotionally for that process. But because we walked through that process, we found the block, we found the resistance, we released it. And then I told her every day that week, I want you to visualize the entire process over and over and over again. She got the call right after our mastermind. She got the call, hey, I'm looking to list my property. I've got multiple properties and I'm going to have to sell. I think it was 6 properties. And he's like, this is the one I'm looking to sell. Let's have a meeting. They set up the meeting. She got the listing yesterday. And if she did not face the resistance and she did not talk to that block, she did not communicate with that part of her that was scared, that wanted to retreat, because it came down to fear of responsibility. This is a big one. Pay attention. Fear of responsibility, taking on more responsibility. We feel so caved in. She's like, I'm going to have to take care of this person for the next 3 months. That's a big commitment. But then we open our mind to the possibilities of referring out, hiring a showing agent if you need to, and representing the seller at your most confident. And we navigated all these options, and we got her to a place mentally where she could hold for that. What happened? She was here at rentals. She could only have rental clients. She could only have that. She expanded. Now she's working with $1 million listings and properties and clients. And in that expansion, she had to move through the blocks, and she's going through the discomfort. She's nervous, she's anxious, but that does not mean drop the client and run. It means sit with it. It means move through it. Here's the way you know healthy resistance between unhealthy resistance. You can feel it in your body. There's an actual call in your body towards like, I want this. I really want this, and I can feel it in my heart. The more you get to know your body, the more you get to know yourself, the more self-development work that you do, the more you're going to be able to hone into your intuition and a true calling. Unhealthy is when your body sends you signs. I know for me, like my body starts to twitch. My eye starts to twitch. Sometimes maybe my face will twitch in different ways when something's not good for me. When something's really off. When a person's not good for me, a situation's not good for me, I can feel it draining my energy system. It's different from the expansion and the tiredness I get from the expansion, where I know I just need a rest. And then there's this draining energy that I get where I'm just like, I feel lifeless. And I feel that even I'm very connected to God. I feel my connection to God and the universe starting to diminish. I'm not talking to God anymore. I'm feeling really blocked in my mind. And that's where I know I'm getting lost. A little lost in the sauce. And for you to decipher between the two, I mean, sometimes I even struggle. I'm like, what is my intuition saying, and what is it not saying? What's it telling me to do? I look for signs in the universe. I ask the universe, I say, give me a sign. Am I making the right decision? It always shows me a sign. If I ask for it, it shows me. Whether it be that day or in a couple days, it'll show me. It'll show me the truth. And I follow that. I've always followed signs. You tell me to do this, I'll do it. Tell me not to do this, it might take me a minute, but I'll let it go. Because it's not always about what me and my ego wants. It's about what my soul wants and the purpose I have here, living on this earth. And when I feel the call to take risks, to expand, I follow it no matter how uncomfortable it is. And I just want you to remember that growth may be met with anxiety, fear, resistance, wanting to retreat. Move through it. Sit with it. Sit with it. That's why the mastermind is so amazing, because we hold each other's hands through the sitting with it, through the growth and through the progression, but through the resistance and the fear. We hold one another accountable. We highly focus on accountability, confidence, and motivation. And we grow in that way together. It's magic. It's magic. I'm telling you, like, one guy just went full time. He's already got one in contract. He just recently went full time. He's got one in contract. He's got another listing. And then this girl never closed a sale. It's got her first sale, $4.85 million. Another girl just joined, and she's expanding her financial self-concept. We've got a few other people in there, and they're amazing. We're amazing. It's incredible. So what I'm going to say to you is, if you want to join the mastermind, there's a link below in the description, or if you just want to know more about it, get in touch with me. Send me a DM on Instagram and ask more questions about it, because getting in a group of like-minded, like-focused people is going to push you forward. And you can do it alone, but it'll take you longer, right? And in this world where money is an energetic exchange, we do have to give money to get money. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself like you give a damn, right? Invest in yourself like you're confident in yourself that you're going to make that money back. You not investing in yourself when you know you need to. If you're in a place where you don't need to, you're good. You're flying, you're soaring, you're right. But you know you need support, and you hold yourself back from investing in yourself. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's somebody else. I hope it's me. I hope you join my group. But if you don't, find somebody who can support you, that's in alignment with you and your goals and your future. And if you hold yourself back from that, you're sending your mind a message, I don't think I'm going to make that money back. We all need to be sure of ourselves. I need you to be so sure of yourself, so confident in yourself that you can do it and you'll stop at nothing to do it. If you don't have that mentality of abundance, of growth, then you'll be stuck. You'll be stuck in the same place. Financially, you'll be like, why am I stuck in this loop? Why can't I break this ceiling? And you've got your answer. You don't believe in yourself. So if you need the support, I'm here. I would love for you to join the mastermind or just join the community, get into the group of like-minded people. I have free offers as well, if that's where you want to start. And just reach out to me. Send me a DM or book a free call and we can chat about it. But you want to move through the discomfort. And I tell you, you make your investment back every single time. If you get into a group that is going to hold you accountable. There are some groups out there that don't, and it's usually the free groups because there's not energy backed behind it. Money is energy. And when you put more money into an investment, it's backed by energy that fuels the group. If you know spirituality and you know energy and you know how this stuff works, you know it works. So if you're ready to step 2 feet in and commit to yourself, do it. Do it, do it, do it. And again, I'm here for y'all. Check out the description. I've got links in there. Follow me on Instagram, reach out. Happy to help. I hope this was helpful. As always, good luck.